Hello, hello. My apologies. I was not really late, but late. Let everyone get logged in. All right, I'll go ahead and get started as everyone logs in. Hello, hello. Happy, is it Wednesday? It's Wednesday. Yeah, Wednesday. I just came back from vacation and then we're closed on Friday because of Good Friday. So I'm oblivious to what day of the week it is. So today I wanted to go over creating an email signature for you guys. This is something that it may not seem critical, but I think it just gives your emails a professional look, and it's something that can be fun and quirky. I don't know if any of you have ever emailed me, but I change it often just because I'm like to be creative, and I'll like change it for the holidays and stuff like that. So I wanted to show you how you can do this in Command, and then also how you can do it in a website called Canva. So Canva is a free editing system that you can use. It does have capabilities of more. You do have to pay for the extra stuff, but you can do the majority of what you need in the free version. You will have to sign up with a user and an email, and then you'll create a password, but it's super easy to use. It's friendly. And not to shy away from Command, but if you like to take a little more creative route, absolutely use Canva. I love it. So I'm gonna go ahead and share my screen. So this is Canva. It's just canva.com, C-A-N-V-A, like canvas with just without the S. So there's all kinds of stuff in here. Way more than email signatures. You can create all kinds of stuff in here. There's templates in here as well, just like there is in Command. So the opportunities are endless in here. But for today, we actually will use email header just because they don't have a specific email signature, but email header is the size you want to use. That's going to create the appropriate size for your signature once you put it into your email. So over here are templates, and you can kind of just go through and see which ones you like. And then just know that these are completely customizable. So you can change the colors, you can change the font, you can take it down to just the background picture if you want to and delete everything else. So if you like the layout of something, but not necessarily the physical pictures, that's absolutely fine. You can change everything on here. But up to you what you want to choose. You can search for certain things, templates, stuff like that. You can, like my most recent email signature is actually this template, but I just kind of changed it around. So it just depends on what you want. Today, I'm just going to use this one just to make it simple, clean, crisp. So as you can see, I don't know how well you can see, but like the background is like a pinkish grayish color. It's not really white, and the background of my emails are going to be white. So it's up to you if you want it to stand out a little bit, or if you want it to blend. You can absolutely change the color. So what I did is I just clicked on the square and clicked up here for the color, and you can change the color. There's a new color that you can choose specific, or they have like default colors. So I'm going to make it white, and I'm going to click on the verbiage and just double click, and then you can put your name in there. Actually, I'll do who I have a photo of at the top. We're going to pretend we're Mark King today. Mark King, realtor, however you want the verbiage. If you want to change the font, you can. If you want to choose the font size, color, bold, italics, underline, caps or no caps, you can make it like a caps lock, basically. You can change the alignment. You can do pretty much anything in this. So if you want to change it, you can. This is everything. The way it looks is the font. So you could do that. So we'll put that there. And then I'm just going to put phone number. That's obviously not really his, it's mine, but stuff like that. Put your information in there. Your website, stuff like that that you would normally put in there. And then I'm going to go to uploads. You can upload your own images. As you can see, I do a lot of stuff in here. So I'm just going to click and drag, just like you kind of would in Command, and you can realign. So I just clicked and held and drug his picture over, and it should format to the picture. If you double click on it, you can move it around just so it's in the right spot. And then just make sure, like, oops, I don't want that. Make sure that each office is independently owned and operated, that kind of stuff. So just so you know what's here, you can upload your own photos. There are photos in here that you can use. You don't have to, some of them, like if they say pro, those are the ones you have to pay for. But there are free options. I'd pay for my own account just because I use this so much for personal and work use. So it's worth it to me. I think it's like $13 a month for the pro account. So if you're heavy into this stuff, then it's beneficial to use, but you don't have to in order to make this stuff. So if you wanted to add extra photos, you can. If you want to add elements, which are kind of like stickers or graphics, you can. There's all kinds of stuff in here. Again, that's free, and you can filter these to free so you know what you can and can't use. And if you need like the R next to for the realtor, so I'm just going to make this white to match my text, make it smaller, and put it there. So, and there it is. So it's super easy to use. It's very similar to Designs, but even though this is recorded, so I like it more than Designs, I'll be honest, but I love creating stuff like this. So this just gives you a little bit more freedom to create, whereas Designs is pretty plug and play, which is perfectly fine. They should have fair housing, maybe not. They have some logos. They don't have all of them though. It doesn't look like they have the fair housing logo. So you would have to upload those. They don't have realtor logo either. That's okay. But you can just upload them from online, like go to Google, search for them, download them. If you don't already have them downloaded, I'm sure you all do. If you wanted to put it on there, if you wanted to add any text, you can. They have these like pre-made text settings and stuff like that, or you can just add your regular text if you wanted to. So I'll put it down here. White. You can change the color. We're going to do red. The only thing I would note on Canva is it will mark it if it's spelled wrong, but if you right click on it to correct and like click on the correct spelling word, it does not replace it. So make sure you 110% spell check yourself and don't rely on it. So like, so it shows, well, it did show, it shows that it's spelled wrong. But if I right click on it and click the correct spelling, it doesn't fix it for me. So just be mindful of that. And then you would just click download. So you have different options for download. PNG or JPEG is going to be really the only options you would need for these. The PNG is just high quality image. It would look fine either or, just because this is not a huge image. Like, it's not going to be this big on the screen. It's going to be fairly small. So either one will work. If you wanted to get fancy and wanted things animated in here, you could make it a GIF, which is like a short clip that plays over and over again. I'm sure you've all seen them. So you can absolutely do that, and it'll just kind of, if you want to get that fancy with it, but you would just download it. Right here is where you would name it. So you can make it whatever email signature, then you would just download it. And then it pops up, your design is saved. It downloads to your downloads in your computer unless you have it set up differently. But yeah, so it can be super easy in here. A lot of different templates that you can use similar to Command. You can do as simple as plug and play, or you can get as complex as completely designing your own. And then now I'm going to switch over to Command just to show you there is email. There are email signatures in Command that's already pre-built. So I'm in Command, I'm under Designs, and I'm going to click the little plus button in the bottom right. I'm choosing Social, even though email is just the design emails. So the email signature doesn't fall under that. So I'm just going to use Social and hit Next. And then it's under Business Basics. You just click on Business Basics and Email Signatures. Now these are, I will say, pretty generic, but you can add some things to them and make them, spice them up a little bit. So pulling this up. So again, for picture, I'm just going to click on the picture here. And I want to replace it with my headshot. So I'm hitting replace image, not add, not use as background, not anything else. Do replace image, because it again reformats it the way that it should be. So here I'm putting my name. I just double clicked on it to edit it. Obviously you see the last name went below. So you see the dots, the line, you just drag it out so that your name is not backward or not to the next line like that. So again, I'm just going to have to click out and drag it out. And I'm going to put a fake license number in here. Again, since it went down, I'm just going to drag it out. And you can do simple stuff like this. You have all of your stuff in there. This is already there for you. Again, click on the logo and you can replace that. So if you want to keep it simple, keep it clean, absolutely. You can add your personal logo there as well. Just make sure you have your Market Center logo on there. Something that is cool to use is icons. So these are different images you could use to add if you wanted, like if you wanted to add the social media things on here, you can, and you can change, no, maybe not. I thought you could change the colors of them, but if you wanted to put those on there, you could. There's different stuff in here that you can, there's company ones as well. Those are pretty generic, but the stock ones, there's a lot of different stuff in here. So you could, you know, if you wanted to make it a little more snazzier than what it is, there are options in here that's similar to Canva. And you can search up here at the top for whatever you want. So there's a key, you know, if you wanted the key in there, you can rotate these. Some things you can change the color for. So like this, I can, if I wanted it to be red. Yeah. So just know that those options, again, you're going to name it. It's very similar to Canva, email signature, and hit download. Again, you have the option of JPEG or PNG. PDF, you will not be able to use. It has to be like an image. So either JPEG or PNG, either or. So hit start download. And that will, again, download to your desktop or your downloads, whatever, however you have it set up for your computer. It might be different for everyone. So I'm just going to hit done. And then, so if you use Gmail, which I think the majority of us do, or I'm not 100% how to do it on Office 365, but at least for Gmail, I know for sure how to do. So once you have your email signature, you like it, it looks the way you want it to, you're going to go into your email for their Gmail or Yahoo or whatever. You're going to go click on settings. Right here, it's the little gear in the top right hand corner. And then I'm going to go to see all settings. And then this is under general. This is what will pop up. You're just going to scroll down and it will say signature. Now, before you create one, this box will not be here. You'll just have to click create new. You'll name it. And then you can type any verbiage you want in there and then put your email signature. So like I'll type, let me create a new one. So signature, create. So this is what it will look like. You can change the font. You can change the size of the font, bold, italics, underline, the color. You can put hyperlinks in there. You can put the picture in there, which would be what we're going to add. You can change alignment. You can do, I mean, you can pretty much do anything you want. So I'm going to make my text large. So I'm going to write thank you or best regards or whatever you want it to say, or you don't have to put one there at all if you don't want to. And then I like to leave a space between the text and the picture just so it looks, I personally think it looks better. Up to you how you do it. It can be whatever you prefer. So I'm just going to click insert image. And then I'm going to choose upload. Those are all, see, I've changed it 100 times. Click upload. Select file from your device. So I have both of these here that I made. So I'll do the mark one first, just so you can see what it looks like. And then it's going to automatically resize for you. If you click on it, you can either do original size, small, medium, or large. So just depending on what size of it is, it might look okay, it might not. What I recommend you do is send yourself an email just so you can see it. So I'm going to hit, so I put it in here. I don't, you know, if you want to put any text below it, you can, any other text above it. And then it says signature defaults. So for new emails, so you need to, even though you create it, you need to set these defaults up. So you'll just choose your email signature, and then you'll come down to the bottom and hit save changes. So I'm gonna, now you can see it right here, which it looks okay, but I'm still gonna go ahead and email myself just to make sure when I look at it on the other screen, it looks okay. So here's my email again, and this looks okay. If you click on it, they can zoom in, but this looks okay proportion wise to the email. So everything looks good. I like it, and you're ready to go. If it would be too big or too small, you can just go back into settings, see all settings, scroll back down. You're gonna click on the image, and then this little pop-up, you can change the size based on that, on how you feel it's appropriate. And then just make sure if you change anything, you hit save changes. Otherwise, it'll either not apply or go back to whatever you were using previously. So any questions on anything for those? No? Okay, well, again, you can use Canva, canva.com. You do have to create an account. It does save your work though, so you have full capability to it. If you want to edit it later or change it or create new ones, you'll have everything to go back on. So I love using Canva just because I like to tap into the creativity and stuff like that. But you can also do the ones in Command, and you can even go as far as starting it from bare if you don't want, you know, the house and the line in it. So you have capability in both systems to use. But if you like a little bit more or something that extra, Canva is the way to go. If you want a more plug and play and just add a few things, then Designs is the way to go. So either or, whichever you prefer, but those are both great tools to use to create different email signatures. All right, well, if no one has any questions, I will let you all go.
Thanks, Rachel.
Absolutely, it's my pleasure. Have a great day.
You too.
Bye.